Well, hello there. Today we are going to be playing a game by the name of Total Conflict Resistance. Honestly, this is like the most Mount and Blade looking, not Mount and Blade game. Basically, it is literally just like Mount and Blade with guns. So, a strategy game set in the modern day. And today, we're gonna be jumping in and starting. I'm actually kind of undecided between the tactical campaign and the global campaign. If you have heard of a game called Call to Arms, that one's like a straight up RTS game with some like direct control as well, but not really a proper FPS game or whatever. That one has a similar setup where you just do little like tactical battles from map to map and gradually unlock more troops. So this is basically that mode, but in this game. And it is the easiest and quickest to jump into, and that is kind of what we're doing. So we have a bunch of factions that actually have like 3 different tech trees. So we're just gonna go with the, I guess, Warsaw Pact one, like the frickin' Soviet looking guns and vehicles and stuff. And yeah, so we get to mess around with the settings, but there's not too much in this mode because it's literally like battle after battle. So we start out on one side of the island and we gotta take over all of it. And to decide, we get to choose what units we want. And there's a freakload of both like ground units, just like squads of soldiers, and also there's like air support units and eventually like tanks and vehicles and everything, even artillery, which is kind of cool. And also we have the ability to kind of scroll around and try to research new ones. We start with like very basic ones, and then gradually we can get more, like vehicles with weapons on them and proper armor eventually, and also like those air support things. Do we have 25 points? I think I'll unlock the Tiger. Pretty sure that one has a gun, right? UAZ doesn't. And I'll also look into getting more squads. So we have the militia squad. And we probably want like the, I guess, AT one. So we get like some, launchers. We actually have a frickload of resources. I think we're gonna bring in like 2 Tigers. And also some militiamen squads. And we get to pick where we're going. We're just gonna start with like a kind of field looking map. Yeah. Now aside from that, there is also like this sort of a global campaign where you have a map like in Mount and Blade, and you have your settlements and you have your construction and your research, but it kind of feels like it takes forever to get into that. In contrast, boom, we're in the game, and it kind of tells you about like, oh hey, you have those 2 armies and stuff, and there's also squads that you can switch over to like in most RTS games, right? And you can also direct control the squads, so just switch to them and all that stuff. And there's like move orders, there's like formations, there's a bunch of things. But also I am incredibly goofy, so I'll just kind of a vibe. So we're gonna put 2 squads in the forest, and if I want at any point, boom, I am controlling the vehicle now. Now the vehicles are in third person unless you choose to jump into like the gunner seat. Now we do have like a very basic gun on it. Aside from that, oh frick, I messed up. Yeah, the controls are kind of odd. Like pressing H for direct control, it doesn't freaking do anything. I don't get it. At least there is the direct control button, which always seems to work, but it is a little bit odd when something that like basic just doesn't work. Even when you have like the little hint on the side. So if I press like a different squads button, now it works. And I have no idea why the difference. But that is one of my very few complaints about the game. Everything else is kind of fine. But okay, my dudes are pushing forwards and apparently also immediately getting shot. I just ran someone over. Oh no. But yeah, when you're up against like regular infantry, using the vehicles almost feels like cheating. But yeah, I can switch over to any of like the dudes and just kind of run around. And we can see all of the troops advancing and everything, and surprisingly the game looks kind of good. Now you can also turn the enemy glow off, but this game kind of does suffer from the I guess very widespread sort of milsimi looking game problem where you can't really see anything. There we go. Oh yeah, sometimes you also shoot a bolt action rifle twice in a row, which makes no sense, but I kind of did say that the game is pretty buggy and jank. For whatever reason, there's sometimes very little, you know, reaction to gunshots as well. But either way, we are bonking dudes and they're kind of bad. And eventually you get like different guns, like, you know, AKs and ARs and everything. Right now, if I wanted to do something a bit more exciting, I guess I could swap over to the RPG and just like erase someone. See, like there's a whole freaking squad. Oh damn, this thing doesn't arc as much. Yeah, there we go. Probably should go over to the map view and push forwards a little bit. Because we do have those vehicles and they can be pretty useful. And also in general, I guess we want to keep our units kind of, you know, concentrated. So they don't get picked off one by one. So yeah, let's push forwards. And yeah, this is kind of the gist of the tactical combat in the game. Although there are definitely like, you know, proper city maps and cover and buildings and everything. But at the end of the day, it kind of boils down to just having like your army, their army, and seeing who kind of folds first. Oh wait, are they inside of the building? Ayo? Yeah, they're straight up taking cover. That was insanely loud, jeez. I didn't know the game has like destruction. Well, at least a little bit it seemed like. Surprisingly, the dudes are very unbothered by that. Yeah, kind of goofy AI, for real. But I can steal their weapons. Except we're both using the same kind of gear. Oh hey, sort of. Pistol. Okay, I can run around like this. But it seems like this battle is more or less over. We kind of won. Oh, wait, no, those are friendlies. There's baddies off in the distance. Now, if we wanted to, we could just kind of force them to close the distance and do their best to take them out and stuff. But I feel like the battle is basically about to be over, so it won't really take that long. Now, another thing that's pretty cool is that these shotguns, well, I guess at least some of them, have pretty good range. The problem is that those are like, they're kind of giving up. So I would be doing more silly, so obviously I won't. Uh-oh. Okay, not all of them are giving up, I don't think. But for the most part, I think we're kind of done here. Yeah, see, that's how the tactical combat works. You just have like a long string of fights, and between those you gain more points and can upgrade your army. Oh, and this time they're on the offensive, which means that we gotta defend the area. We can also just rearm our current dudes, because it doesn't really seem like, you know, we're that strained just yet. We did get a bunch of manufacturing though. Hell yeah. We could just spend some on like air support. So if I go over here, I can get 2, you know, air support strikes, which is kind of cool. Also in general, I kind of want to just go down the tree until I get the regulars, because they do have better guns. I don't really care that much about, you know, the militia. They're like the very cheap units. Also, I would like some armor that has like proper guns on it and stuff, but that's like kind of further down the tree. So, you know, we're gonna leave it as it is. We should probably take cover in like some houses and stuff. So you go here, you go here, you go here, and you go here. And the trucks just kind of vibe on the roads. Yeah, so instead of making yet another Mount and Blade mod, the devs just straight up made their own game, which I do respect, and that's like a huge effort, but also kind of cool. Because back in the day when I used to play like Mount and Blade mods, most of the ones that tried adding weapons, they were just not very good. Also, let's do an airstrike. That's a lot of dudes attacking us. Oh no. Now, I think the airstrike will take a little bit of time for the actual chopper to arrive. But it should be pretty effective at cleaning up, at least a little bit. I do wonder if the chopper actually shows up on the map. Oh. Oh yeah, it does! Heck yeah! He just spams a bunch of rockets and leaves. Okay, wait, so let's see our infantry. Okay, they're all still kind of hanging back. I don't know how I feel about that. Maybe I should pull the trucks back as well then. Oh, they have their own coming in. Hey, yo? They could probably be captured. Because, like, the vehicle itself, if it doesn't get blown up, we can take control over it. Uh-oh. My driving might need a little bit of work. Just a little bit. There's also a faction that just has like freaking Toyota Hiluxes, you know, your like typical technicals and stuff. And it is a pretty goofy faction, but I don't really like all of like the small arms. Like the AKs and stuff we get with this one and are just kind of more chill. There we go. Okay, maybe not at that range. We can do damage, it's just gonna be a lot of ammo to do anything good with it. Now, once they get a frickload of 80 units, we're screwed. Like, this truck would go down in flames. But since it's the very start of the campaign, they don't really have much in the way of units. I can also just straight up run dudes over. Oh, no. I do see something burning. Oh, did we take out one of their vehicles or something? But yeah, I think this battle is also over. Our squads literally just kind of sat behind a bunch of sandbags and bonked most of them. Yeah, see? There we go. They lost 73 people. Now, we also do get, like, trophies. I think those might just give us points and stuff instead of joining some stockpile, because we don't really have to think in terms of, like, having food and stuff. That's, like, for the main mode. But this time, I'm also swapping out the regular militia for proper soldiers. Yeah, both regulars and regulars with AT. That should be a decent amount of people. And with a bit of rearming, we are good to take on, let's say, a properly guarded city. Yay! So let's see, what are these squads like? Oh, we have like proper AKs this time around. I do think they do probably also have quite a bit of recoil for us to manage, but that shouldn't be like the end of the world. Oh, this one's like a full-sized one. So even in these like quote-unquote regular squads, we still do have a little bit of variety when it comes to the actual weapons we're going to be using. Now as for the town that we're going for, quite a few buildings, quite a bunch of like CQC, but we do have to actually, you know, get that far first. So first up, we're gonna regroup outside of the city. Now if it's like a well-guarded area, what could be the case is that they have like squads just kind of running around the place and they don't all know we're here yet. We're doing a freaking sneaky nighttime attack. So if we had like Salist weapons, we could send in a few squads with those as well to take out as many of the enemies as possible. But I will just kind of gradually start encroaching upon their territory. So yeah, all of our units are gonna be like encircling the town, bit by bit. Yeah, why do we have just one person kind of sitting in the forest? Huh. I'm a little bit confused. Enable attack. This should probably make them move faster, no? Yeah, see, they're Newman. Oh damn. I could also call in the chopper like near a building and see how that goes. Maybe they're gonna properly take someone out. Oh yeah, we're seeing like them having vehicles as well. Oh, these dudes have like freaking technicals. Yeah, those were the ones I was talking about. Okay, where's the chopper coming in from? Hey, yo. Oh, heck yeah. That's pretty cool. Sadly, I can't, like, control the choppers directly. At least not yet. But let's storm the city and see how that goes. Now, this time we're probably gonna take way more casualties because we are literally charging into their, like, defensive positions. But frick it. It might as well work. We might get a little bit lucky. Also, yeah, it's gonna become incredibly apparent incredibly quickly how much better automatic weapons are. Because, okay, sure, even though they do have quite a bit of recoil, you can still put a bunch of freaking fire down range. And just take out so many hounds. And this is the kind of mag dumping combat that I actually do enjoy, or even prefer. Or it isn't just like a single well-placed trick shot or something, but you just kind of sit in your like sort of defensive positions and you blast on dudes. Oh, damn it. There's a lot of them coming in from the side. We're actually getting bonked over here, damn. Okay, yeah, this is only actually good against the vehicles, I think. Oh yeah, and you do actually get taken out pretty quickly in this game. Like if you're on foot and stuff. The only reason why I've survived for a while is because, you know, they haven't had their sights on me. Oh wait, that dude's surrendering. Oh no. I have once more committed war silly. Wait. Now the dudes running around though, they are pretty much fair game. You could also get like the militia snipers eventually. Actually both of them. Both the assault and the snipers and the saboteurs. So now I have the capability to go in silent when I am attacking a place. So we're gonna have the saboteurs, the riflemen, the assault dudes, and the snipers. Yeah, and then a bunch of AT units, and then a bunch of regulars. I think one vehicle is fine because they are kind of a little bit squishy, a little bit brittle. So yeah, we're just pushing inwards. Okay, yeah, so there's the place we're attacking. They have a bunch of dudes running around. Fine. And I have suppressed weapons now. And we're immediately under fire. Oh, goddammit. I kind of hoped for being able to actually sneak up on them and stuff first. Also, damn, no tooltips or anything. Huh. Kinda expected better from this game. Can I not turn it on? Like, gameplay. Oh yeah, I can also make the recoil hard to control. How bad is this? Oh yeah, that is like Tarkov recoil. I do not want the Tarkov recoil. I want the chiller recoil. Like this. Yeah, see? Because the enemies don't have the same problems with recoil that you do. They're just gonna take you out. But goddamn, this gun is actually kind of good. Now let's see. Squad 2, you're gonna be pushing up there. You're gonna be going there. The vehicle. Up on the ridge. Here, here, and here. I don't want them to be like crazy spread out or anything. Yeah, we're storming their positions. Another car. I kind of like capturing those. It's like in Call to Arms, which again, RTS game, but you can just steal your vehicle's tanks and stuff, and even if your faction does not have like an Abrams or whatever, you can get one, and it is funny and it is lovely. Meow. Damn, that's a lot of explosions. At least we're not yet having like full-on tank battles or what have you. I might need to slightly lower the actual game volume because goddamn those gunshots. Crazy. Shouldn't be too big of a change though. Oh hey. I have an AWM. Fear me. Match is immediately over. Hell yeah. Feels like I should get some like airstrikes on the back burner. Maybe some police forces as well, just because it's funny. Oh yeah, I can actually have a lot of those. Damn. I do have the regulars maxed out. I don't really need anything more from them. I don't want the air units yet, that much. So instead I'm just gonna try to get more like ground vehicles. So there's the Kamaz. Maybe I can get one of those. I'm not sure what for, because it doesn't seem to have like, you know, like it would have proper guns, but oh well. Oh yeah, I once more overclocked my CPU to frick. It is just straight up vibing now. Surprisingly hasn't melted yet, so I guess you could say I'm having a good time. Also, I could increase the round size, or rather, I guess, the amount of units on the map to 200. I wonder if that will spawn more squads. Presumably not. Oh wait, never mind, there's more dudes. I feel like the game will get like insanely hectic with that many people at once, but I'm not complaining. I could also just send in the saboteurs. Even though this is a daytime map, maybe I can do some stealth. I don't quite know. Now, before sending everyone into a frontal assault, I could probably make them spread out just a little bit. So that's where those people go. And we have some here, some here, some here, here, and here. I'm not sure why they're shouting contact. They're not fighting anyone yet. The Frank. Let's try to be sneaky and see how it goes. Now, also, if the game gets like too laggy, I'm gonna have to like slightly dial back the amount of people on the map. But 100 seems like a good number. Bigger than any Battlefield server, that's for sure. The frame rate is kinda dipping, which is interesting because neither the CPU nor the GPU are like fully loaded. Also, yes, I am about to take over the entire town by myself. A caffeine-addled frontal assault. Hell yeah. Just freaking steals their truck and leaves. Is there... There's literally no one in the truck. Oh, yeah, I'm literally stealing their truck. Hell yeah. But now we're leaving it as it is for now. And see, the thing is, they're not shooting at me just yet. Because the alarm isn't going on. Now the alarm is going on. If I was more sneaky, I could have kept this up for a while longer. But it is a little bit funny that, you know, I'm literally having dudes shoot at me. And, you know, they're not doing that much. Lamau. But yeah, I guess it's time to push onwards. So, yeah. Let's get this show on the road. Uh-oh. There goes that empty vehicle I was gonna steal later. Oh no. Our trucks are moving up. And presumably so are theirs. Oof. I don't actually have better weapons. I do have a frickload of airstrikes though, so yeah. Oh no, my AT units are gonna wipe the floor with them. I think I just wasted that chopper. Oof. Uh-oh. This is not a long-range gun. I'm gonna get taken out in a second. Oof. So we can take down whole frickin' trees and stuff. That's kinda crazy. I'm not sure whether the funk music is fitting the vibe. I'm just jamming out. I do have to say that, like, graphically the game looks nice. It is, I presume, either one developer or a small team, and they've achieved something that very much looks like, you know, it could be unlisted. Sure, there isn't like a frickload of polish here, but the idea feels solid. I feel like the engine is probably helping a whole bunch, right? Uh-oh, no more ammo. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh, and I don't have anyone else in the squad anymore either. Oof. Time to go and save our boy. I do wonder if there's a way to resupply my units. Like, I don't know, a supply trick? At least that's how it kind of works in, like, you know, Call to Arms and those games. There we go, our boy's safe. Mm-hmm. Now we're just gonna violence everyone who tries to go for him. Uh-oh, you might want to move away. Buddy? Oh, nope, he's dead. Oof. I tried. Also, I can't climb ladders. That's unfortunate. And yes, this assault rifle still very much has limited range. Right. I can just blast them one round at a time? It is a little bit more controllable, but it still doesn't turn it into like a sniper rifle. Oh no, those people were giving up. Oh, every single time. This is why I don't have any hostages to exchange. Oh, they're holding out in the building. Okay, I see what you're doing there. Where's my... Okay, yeah, there's the truck. Let's take over and let's bonk the frick out of them. I kind of yearn for the level of destruction you have in Battlefield, or at least being able to take out the whole building. Now, because I do have a frickload of points, let's actually waste some of them. Oh wait, my people are in the building now. No, you do not want to be in the building, because I'm about to do a silly. I'm about to look at the building and say, hey, game, make that building not be there. There we go. Hell yeah. Sadly, no full-on building destruction. But yeah, we did pretty well, I think. We got like their truck, and we have our own, we have some police, we have some assault units, AT, snipers, and so on. Saboteurs kind of perished, but oof. We could get like an armored car too. And maybe the militia units. Yeah. I'm not sure where we go from here. Maybe just deeper inland. I do want to play with this a little bit more just because it's very easy to unlock units. I want to get like straight up tanks. And once that is set up, I will be able to have a little bit more fun.
Yes, Lombard is now following.
Yeah, thank you for the follow and welcome in. This is like the most niche game ever. I'm actually surprised that anyone's watching it. But yeah, I do want to get the tanks and stuff. Because having like a large scale tank battle here would be really freaking cool. And maybe it would feel even more fast paced than what you can do in Arma. Also, yeah, our units are already opening fire. It is slightly scary that I turned their like both accuracy down and also the range at which they see enemies, and they still have like freaking laser vision. Also, I have no idea why I have this truck. I mean, it has a bunch of people in it, I presume, right? But like, what do I use it for? Exit vehicle, maybe? Yeah, okay. So, it's literally for getting people to a location more quickly. What weapons do they... No, they have horrible weapons! My man brought a frickin' double barrel to the war zone. Now, as for our little assault on the farm, I think it's high time that we just kind of yeet everyone at them. This is kind of really chaotic, damn. I was considering either playing Battlefield, like 2042, because, you know, I actually haven't done like either a stream or a video on that game, and I kind of do want to, because after all of the patches, it is pretty cool. But I kind of decided to be a little bit goofy and just play this game. And so far, it is a mess, but like a wonderful mess. Oh, our chopper's coming in. Something's about to get exploded. I feel like after a little bit, it will get so chaotic that, you know, we won't really be able to do much without having some sort of armor in there. Like proper tanks and stuff. And there we go. Oof. Gonna need a different character now. I feel like we need to move up even more. Like, just freaking overwhelm them with a frontal assault. What could go wrong? Surely nothing. But I do feel that I will play around a little bit with the tanks. And after that, we're doing the proper global campaign. And just to also briefly explore how like the manufacturing and everything works. Because there's definitely more to the game than just like, you know, shooting and the tactical battles and stuff. This is just the mode that's like the easiest to jump into and play around with. Also, yeah, look, for once I'm not doing the war silly. I can steal their guns though. RPG? Hello? Yoink. Damn, the frickin' trucks can take more than one RPG blast. Actually, a lot more. Also, hi, Kenny! Welcome in! Also, 16 months! That's a while. I actually have enough points to unlock like a BTR 80, which I don't think it has a cannon, but it should at least have some sort of a gun, so it's better than nothing. I'm thinking I'm getting more assault troops and probably also some of the vehicles, because I do have the BRDM and the BTR. Both more or less fit the bill of armor, so it should be good. Not a big force or anything, but probably enough to take over at least like a basic base. If I really wanted to, I could just get like a little bit more in the way of like snipers and maybe some assault troops from the militia tier. I don't think they're very good though. Let's go for the sort of farm battle. Now we also do get like a more of a desert setting, which I do like. There's not a huge amount of map variety, but you know, it's not the same map every single time, and I do appreciate at least that. Okay, so here's our basic truck. Oh wait, no, this has a better gun. What is that? No wait, that's like still a regular machine gun, but slightly better, more ammo and stuff. This is pretty much the same, but again, each of these I guess carries more troops and can move a little bit faster. Now, as for the location itself, very freaking open. I feel like the baddies will probably just be vibing in the village. Yep. They don't know we're here, so we could start just like advancing on their positions. Oh, I think I see them. Uh-oh. I think our armor just went bye-bye. Oof. The AT troops are sometimes really freaking effective at what they do. God damn it. And in the meantime, our main force is advancing. It seems like this time with actually some captured guns from the enemies. Because our faction does not have like AWMs or whatever. We're kind of getting our butts kicked here though. Let's see if I can actually call in the airstrikes that we do have. It would be a shame not to use them. So there we go. Oh, we are losing people fast. Can I go up? Yes, I can. I should probably tell my people to actually enter buildings and stuff. Oh wait, no, my people are running away. Oh, we are not doing good here. We are very much not doing good here. Oh no, oh no, oh no. We need to get out of here. Okay, we still at least have the gun, but they have some kind of scary troops. For real, for real. This might actually be the first battle we properly lose. Did they flank us? It straight up looks like they flanked us. They went around. Also, I kind of do like the vehicle physics. Very much a step up from like Arma. Although I'm pretty sure you're not quite supposed to play like that. Fun fact, this is also why I don't really have a driver's license. Oh no. Wait, the examiner is still in the ER. They still have like 40 soldiers somewhere. I have no idea where. At least my people are like regrouping and stuff. Maybe I can get mine to like advance slowly. Oh wait, I have more units. Hell yeah, that's where my missing force is. I'm also enabling the attack mode. And also telling some of them to seek cover in the buildings. Now, if this game was a little bit more sophisticated as an RTS, I think it would be very much one of the favorites that kind of mix the genres. Currently, it does need a little bit more polish with like the controls and stuff, but I very much do like what is here already. Okay, everyone is advancing, very much just storming the positions and stuff. Seems like there's some people holed up in the buildings. Some to the far side kind of dug in, but they're advancing. Oh hey, look, he has a FAMAS. That's freaking cool. French weapons. And there's some people kind of sneaking around. So no huge assaults on their part. I just have to advance to the positions in time. I'm gonna be fine. Enemy engaged. Fire! I do like that there are just straight up like weapon attachments as well. There's already quite a few guns across different tech trees, and being able to mod them properly, that's a really cool feature. Would also be really cool if the air units were either directly controllable or just kind of loitered around like they sometimes do in RTS games. But nothing wrong with what we have right now. Oh, that person was giving up. Oh no, every single time. Wait. I feel like I'm maybe overthinking this. We do have enough units to be able to just kind of push their positions. I could just go out and... Oh right, the militia snipers. These ones actually have good scopes. I am slightly concerned about the bullet drop. Oh, they just gave up. Is that a friendly? Yeah, that does look kind of friendly. Yeah, I think that's more or less all of them, no? Oh wait, no, there's still some like left to the side. I'm also not sure where the BTR went. We do have this one? BRDM, I think? I do not know where the BTR is. Oh wait, no, it's still just kind of vibing. Okay, you go and bonk those people. And it immediately gets stuck on the terrain. And never mind, we're good. Yeah, that was a little bit drawn out, but it should give us still like a bunch of research points. So tanks, please. Okay, we can get a BTR 82. That should have like a proper 30 mil on it. A slightly unfortunate bit is that a lot of the vehicles are DLC, which I did not get, because I still want to get used to the game a little bit more and see how, like, you know, enjoyable it is. But we are pretty close to at least having like T-55s and stuff. Or BMP-1. So we're getting 2 of these. Actually, screw that. 4 of these. Yeah. We're gonna have a proper armored combat force. And other than that, I guess just like some AT troops and a bunch of regulars. Oh wait, I forgot about the choppers. Now I won't have air support. Oof. There we go, we have a whole freaking column of armored vehicles. And these ones, they have the big cannons on them. So yeah, these should be good both against infantry and, you know, enemy armor if we do run into some. Other than that, let's set everyone to the attack mode and then just make them approach the town. Oh damn, look at that. There's so much freaking fire going at them. I am vibing. And also look at that, this vehicle is about to get straight up deleted in a second. Yeah, look at that, the freaking 30 mil. As long as we don't like overextend and don't run into their like AT troops, we have this covered, and this is the point at which we have like successfully cheesed the game. Now they will probably run out of ammo relatively soon. For a very short minute or two, we're gonna be feeling really glorious. Oh yeah, they have their own APCs and stuff. Well had, I guess. Goddamn, investing in the 30 mil was a really good choice. Okay, our other units are running into a bit more trouble. They actually have like vehicles and stuff. We should get our squads, disable the attack mode, and make them advance. The RPGs are actually kind of inaccurate too. I do kind of feel like once the enemy gets proper tanks, my ears are just gonna go bye-bye. Yeah, it seems like we more or less wiped all of them out. Goddamn. So time to advance and clear up. And all the trees, also destructible. Kinda wild. I don't know which Unreal Engine this runs on, but this very much feels like Unreal Engine, and that's a good thing in this case. Because it looks good, it runs good, and I'm having a pretty good time. I feel like we just get more like regulars on the side. There we go. Yeah, and then we push onwards to like the next super heavily defended city. I think I can more or less like speedrun this, just rush in and, you know, leave the AI to their own devices. Because if there's one thing they can do well, it is aim. Oh no, we're too close. We are way too close. Oh no. Okay, we're literally just gonna need to overwhelm them with the amount of units. Because if the APCs go down, the rest of our force isn't doing much. Okay, one of our APCs is down like completely. Ooh. They're also bringing in their own vehicles, but I don't think they have as good of a weapon situation as we do. Oh, some air support would have been really nice right about now. We are starting to kind of win thanks to the armor, but like, it is still kind of close and could go either way if they take out our vehicles and stuff. Yeah, see? Oof. Okay, there's the vehicle. Frick! I could have taken him out with the RPG. I think that's pretty much it. This is like where the last of their forces are, and it's just like a few people. We got this. They were actually bringing in so many more people than we had. And, you know, we rushed in a little bit too close, and yeah, that's not good for the vehicles. You kind of need to support vehicles with infantry. Well, at least most of the time. Why are you so bunched up? Jeez. Okay, yeah, the last people are also surrendering. We good. Oh. There we go. And we're starting to capture like G36s and XM8s, which probably means that we're facing off against like better troops than at least our infantry and stuff. I think we've reached a point where most of the fighting is literally just throwing a bunch of vehicles at each other. For infantry, this just feels like, I don't know, a freaking meat grinder. Oh no. Yeah, I don't think I'm getting into the global campaign today. Just kind of finishing out here, seeing what the artillery is like, maybe what the other chopper is like, and then wrapping the stream up. Oh hey, this is very open of a map. Okay, yeah, we got this. We're just gonna put like one tank here, one tank here, and then everything else just kind of falls in place. Okay, we gotta take control over here, just so they can't get their AT rounds at us. Otherwise, we're very screwed very quickly. We're gonna meet their little attack head on. Okay, you're maybe overextending just a little bit. You can probably sit here instead. Okay, the infantry's getting off. That's good. That's good. That's good. Are we fighting off? Oh, hey. Yeah, we're gonna be facing off against some proper armor, I think. Very soon. If you went back a little bit, we'd actually hit him. So close. No? Damn it. I don't think we actually get zeroing on the sights. We just have to make stuff up. This is very quickly turning into an absolute mess, so of course we're gonna call in the air support. Oh, a bit late. I do wonder whether it matters whether you hit them head on or like on the side. We're just continuously getting new infantry. Not that I mind. Can't even say that it's not a meat grinder anymore. Jeez. Forget, we're flanking them. We're gonna take a page out of their book for once. It is a little bit unfortunate that unless you trust the AI to figure things out on its own, you're very much relegated to actually using the vehicles like efficiently instead of just running around as infantry. And even if you do, there's a lot of vehicles that you can't really touch. Meanwhile, the vehicles that you have just are way more efficient than, you know, you carrying a rifle. But I do like the actual gunplay. It's pretty good. And now, finally, enough for the artillery. I think we're gonna do one more, and then we're gonna have enough for the other chopper, and then I'm just gonna briefly see what using the other chopper is like. And then we're kind of wrapping up. Where the frick is my artillery? I don't get the actual artillery spawning, which is weird and kind of stinky. I'd very much like to choose which reinforcements I get first and foremost. Oh well. This does seem like the ideal set of circumstances to just send some dudes in with like sneaky weapons, right? Silenced ones to take out as many of these people as we can before the proper alarms and stuff start. Actually make the troops take the buildings. Okay, where are the dudes? I crave violence? I do not know where they are though. Wait. Oh, you, I see you. And that's a proper cannon. We should be very afraid right now. Oh, there we go. We're getting some artillery now. Hell yeah. Only problem, I don't know how to use it, right? So I control the artillery and... How the frick do I aim it? What? Don't tell me it's just like a direct fire thing. That can't be true. That could be kind of horrible, honestly. Oh wait, no, I can tell it to attack from an indirect angle and stuff. I just have to, you know, choose my target on the map. And it's gonna fire? And with any luck... Oh, frick, it hit the building in front of it. Ooh. Okay, try to just hit the vehicle, will you? Pretty please. And you... Also the vehicle. I might just not have the angle for it, though. Yeah, I'm literally hitting the frickin' trees in front of me. And what's worse, the big-ass frickin' artillery isn't taking the trees out. Either way, I'm vibing at the fact that they even have the artillery. The accuracy is horrible, though. Oh, wait, that's a Shilka. Oh, frick, they have a Shilka. We are screwed. We are screwed beyond belief. So we're gonna take everyone we have and just yeet them at the city. Goddamn. Okay, wait, I still have the tanks, right? Oh, goddamn it, the ATGMs. Oh, frick, I don't have the gun. Oh, damn it. Yeah, the tank is great. Okay, the good news is that if I can pull up to them now, I should be able to take them out, because they spend that 180 gem taking out my gun, and I have the other tank. Only problem is they have really high rate of fire. I don't have that. Yeah, see? That went well. We gotta go after the AA though. There we go. Should go down in like 2 hits. They probably can. Never mind, the frickin' Shilka shreds tanks. Okay. Frick my life, I guess. Okay, I guess it's time for us to bust out our like ATGM. Like the one that we have, that we totally won't miss. There we go. That actually went really well. Why is my accuracy suddenly so bad? What? Frick it. Let's try again. Jank. There we go. Uh-oh. Okay, that went against the gun. Not sure if it took it out. That took it out. And that's us. Well, frick. We got one BTR and a bunch of scattered infantry. This does not sound like a recipe for success. They have one vehicle that can take us out. They have a bunch of infantry that probably has AT amongst them. I could be able to pull this off. I don't know. Like if I take out their vehicle and stay at a safe distance, I could be able to clean up here. I don't know. Let's try it. Okay, where the frick is their, Yeah, I don't see where the vehicle went. Oh, there we go. Okay. That kind of went well. So what's left is a bunch of people here. Have to be very careful. Some people up there. Okay. So we have to take 2 buildings, basically. If I can do that, we do stand a chance. Okay. That's good. Could just make my units rush the building and take it. I think we're straight up turning this around. Okay, yeah, that frickin' took care of the building mostly. Okay, I take back what I said about the RPGs. They're insanely useful if you use them against buildings instead of vehicles. Damn. Okay, I should have enough for the fancy chopper I wanted. There we go. Commo 52, I think it's called. There's also jets, but that would take a bit more, right? Also, we are retiring the whole battalion. We are getting a frick load of air support. Because why not? Vehicle-wise, I don't even know. The artillery was kind of useless, not gonna lie. But we're still gonna grab a few. Out of all of the vehicles, the BTR-82s are actually some of the better ones. So frick it. We're not gonna have any infantry, we're just gonna spam BTRs. Like, the last battle is a bit of a meme. Okay, this map won't be great because I can't really pull the units that far back, right? Oh yeah, and I can change how they're grouped. It's weird that I not once really needed that as a thing. Huh. I'm slightly surprised that I played the game for this long without realizing that's how it works. On the other hand, really didn't affect me in the slightest. So, it should make controlling units a little bit easier though. So how are we doing this? This map is way less open than I thought, so literally all we can do is just kind of roll in. And that's it. Cricket. Oh yeah, also I should probably call in some chopper strikes and stuff to see what those are like. They're all grouped in the same group though. Not sure how I feel about it. Oh hey! Our artillery still can hit them. Well, everything around them instead of the actual units, but cricket, I'll take it. Now, if there was just straight up destroying whole buildings, this game would go like incredibly hard. I could level the whole village from a safe distance away. I don't think the game is quite intended to be played like this. The pathfinding has just ceased to exist. They still don't have like proper tanks though. Yeah, they don't stand a chance. We can literally pull into their like spawn. Actually, we can freaking bomb their spawn with choppers. Let's try. Oh, wait, no. No, they actually have proper tanks. That's a freaking T-34. The hell is that? They're sending freaking museum tanks against me. What? Okay, where's the closest unit that I have? Let's see how badly this goes. BTR-82 versus a T-34. Oh wait, I don't have ammo. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, this is not a good position for me to be in. Goddamn. I should definitely be able to pierce their armor though. The frick. Apparently not. Frick it, we're doing a frontal assault of literally every unit we have. There we go. Something is happening. We still have like new units just coming in. We probably should leave someone to guard the artillery. I really wish I could do like indirect fire myself, like I don't know, freaking World of Tanks or whatever. That's kind of cool. And now one last push against their like tiny little executes for a tank up against like a freaking dozen BTR-82s. Wonder if they'll take out any of them. Oh no! Oh wait, were you using your gun as an almost artillery? Well, sucks to suck. I bombed the area just to be sure. Goddamn. Oh yeah, and I don't even have to go in the forest. I have so many choppers that this one dude is done for. Either that or I just send everything through the forest, like directly. Oh, they're not breaking down the trees. Well, that kind of sucks. They do have the weight, don't they? Like I can just go through. Shouldn't fear no forest. Follow me. the most realistic combat game for real. I do think that this is kind of where we wrap up today. The game is wonderful, and there is still a whole freaking like global campaign to look at. But that will remain as something to do another day. For those watching this as a video on YouTube, I guess I will see you on another stream or video. Bye bye.